Truthful man.
Well, looks like he might even call. To count down these chips.
It's 21,000 to him just to call the bet.
And that would go close to all in. Mind you, there's already a lot of money in the pot. He might feel committed already. Hoping the other guy, hoping that Toth has the ace king, in which case it'd be even the slight favourite.
I'm sure it's
But yeah, there's already 20,000 in the middle. He's only got another 20,000.
You tell me I've got a pair, I'll fold.
You have to choose what to do.
Trying to gauge his strength by engaging in a bit of conversation.
You're on a race this turn.
Well, he's got that wrong. He wouldn't really be in a race. He'd be a big underdog.
Yeah, at best it's a race. At best, you'd think the guy raising him from an early position would have at least 2 overcards. But of course, if he's got a bigger pair, then he's a massive dog.
Such a big decision. I mean, if he
if
he plays here, it's almost certainly going to be the end of his tournament. He's not to know that, of course.
Well, it is a big decision because there's already 20 over 1,000 in the middle. He's only got another 20,000, so presuming his opponent's got 2 overcards, I mean, it's a coin flip, and you know, he'd be getting 2-to-1 odds. So.
Well, in the end, he's done the right thing. He's thrown him away.
Yes, yes, he's done the right thing. Maybe he shouldn't have even been in that pot, but you know, a pair's a pair at this stage.
First time and last time.
I think from that reaction, I think Richard showed him actually. That's why Nick's got such a big smile on his face.
A lot of people would have thought they were pot committed in that situation. He did make a good lay down. Maybe that little conversation, he picked up a few things.
What amazes me about Nick is that he's only been playing for, well, less than a year, and he's made already 11 final tables, which is pretty good going. Things are getting tight at the top at the Austrian Classics, brought to you by Absolute Poker. Little more than 1,000 chips separating the chip leader, Sergei Rybachenko, from Gregory Orlov in second, and Richard Tort isn't far behind in third either. Here's Richard on the right. King 2 for Corral.
Announce race.
Here comes Dennis Kalo.
Race to 13,000. 14,000. Right. Fast. Triggering. Fast.
I'm all in.
Nick races all in.
All in, says Nick Slade. And he's got a pair of hooks, and he's got Kalo dominated here. Is Kalo going to call with his sevens?
Got to give it a lot of consideration. He's got a few chips. It's not the end of him if he does call. I mean, pair of sevens is a more than average hand at this stage, but he's been raised, so doesn't look so strong anymore.
Those heart rate monitors, you see 120 now.
I noticed that Nick's heart rate is going down, which I could understand, because the longer Kalo takes the call, the more comfortable Slade leads.
Well, he has called him.
Wow. Well, he's a big dog now.
And this is going to get Slade right back into it if his jacks hold up here.
And there we go. Slade's is going down and Carlo's heart rate's going up. You've got to be good. You've got to be comfortable with that. An overpair. You've got a pair of jacks against a pair of sevens. That's a 4-to-1 dog. I mean, that's a great situation. That's what you look for. You can't get any better than that.
Does not want to see a 7 Nick Slade, otherwise he'll be walking.
And let's see the flop.
Oh,
no. Oh, no.
Full house. But still, a jack.
Or queen.
Or indeed a queen would rescue it for Slade. He's just one card away now from being eliminated.
And
he was desperately unlucky, but he's got to go. Full house, flopped by Kalo, and the man from Hungary has taken out the Englishman Nick Slade.
Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, he had the best hand, had him completely dominated, and there you go. He's out of it.
Just had the one casualty so far, the Englishman Nick Slade. And the action is on Orlov, who's been relatively quiet. That end of the table, Zida and Orlov, and spectators for the most part. Richard Tort has been very involved. Well, King 10, we've seen him play with far less than that, but he doesn't want to know this time.
Second call.
Just calling. Small blind against big blind. King 5.
Checks.
He's actually got marginally the best of it, Rybachenko.
Right.
Zida says, let's see a flop.
Wow.
Well, he's got two pair.
He's got two pair, and Rybachenko's got the 5. I mean, not going to see much action here.
Yeah, I can't believe he's going to get that busy, Rybachenko, with bottom pair.
Well, Rybachenko's bet 6,000, which is quite a small bet. And Zuda might have to...
Well, that's some fireworks if the king comes here, Jeff, that's for sure.
Second check.
Right. There's 3 hearts on the board. Rybachenko hasn't got a heart. Zuda has the queen of hearts. Another significant card. Gives him more and more outs. He's got the better hand on top of it. And I can't see the King 5 calling this one.
So 20,000. There is a possible flush out there and a possible straight.
Zuda's got everything going for him.
I raise.
Wow, what a move.
31.
What a move by Rybachenko. This is just a complete move. I mean, and Zuda's got a more than callable hand, and well, this is when the pressure's on.
And now he does have to consider the flush. He does have to consider the straight. Trips.
Right, there's
all sorts of things going through his head.
There's a lot of combinations out on that board, but Zuda has a more than callable hand. And Rybachenko's heart rate's pumping.
135.
His heart rate is pumping.
And Zida is giving it a lot of thought.
And I'd be surprised if he doesn't call. I mean, he's got a hand. That's a hand. It's got a lot of possibilities. Queen or 10 comes. He's got to figure he's got the best there with the big
We'll give him the queen high flush.
Yeah, he's calling. He's calling. I might have raised all in that situation.
Well, we've got a huge collision here. 2 pair calls, and we are going to see a river card.
I actually think he should have raised all in because he's committed now. There's so much money in the pot.
And Rybachenko would have had to fold it.
Well,
if he had gone all in, do you think? Or not?
Yeah. I mean, he's giving him the chance of hitting the king or the 5 and winning the pot.
Yeah.
And he has got the top 2 pair, which is more than a callable hand. And the river's the ace. Wow. Sergei goes all in.
For the second time, he's testing Zida. He's got the worst of it, but he's got his chips in.
This is a big... I mean, I can't see him laying it down. It's still queen 10. It's 2 pair. It's 2 pair. He's got to call this. Surely there's so much money in the middle. There's 185,000 in the middle.
Well, he's only got 31,600 left.
Yeah, he's calling.
And he has made the call. It's a great call. And he's going to take down this pot.
Oh, yes. Yes.
You heard the audible bang on the table. He absolutely loves it.
There's a lot of stress on the heart for Zida, but